Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the tangle Farling from CZT Deb Eichhorn. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So this is an interesting grid tangle. I think there's only I'm only thinking of maybe one other one that contains these double line grids. So, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do 4 squares, so that way, number 1, easy to see. Number 2, quick to go through. And make sure that, yes, you can see. All right, so starting off with, I'm going one direction first. So, double lines. Should have started, well, I guess it doesn't matter. Should have started in the middle, but that's okay. So, double lines. Trying to make them sort of even. All right, then turning, and I'll just go with, since I have already, straight across the top, and we will make these match up. You know, I think I'm going to do the bottom. Sometimes in my mind's eye, it's a little bit easier to like subdivide. And, and I'm like, I'm auraing over the line. I usually like to do like I did up here where I can see what I'm doing. All right, now to divide this in half, sort of. And I say sort of because it's like the first line has to be a little this way of center, and then the other one has to be a little the other way of center. So this so the center of the double line can then be actually in the center. Oh, welcome to my brain sometimes. All right. So this is a very nice window pane also. Now, oh, and that's really funny that I say that because the next step is makes it look like curtains. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to draw. Well, let me first say, imagine this, you know, you could do this in a bigger setting and also not necessarily as big as I have drawn it here. Just to keep that in mind. So we're going to draw a curved line. Actually, no, I'm going to turn it this way. Am I going to goof things out? I don't think I'll goof things up. All right, I'm making a curved line. No, I will goof things up. And goof things up, and what I mean by goofing things up is how I have it in the step outs, so I don't want to be confusing. All right, so curved line going down towards the center. So from the upper right in this box to the lower left, curving towards the center. What I typically like to do is to do my curve lines like this, so that way my hand is planted, and then I can just draw this comfortably. And then I just turn the tile and move it. And you know what? I probably could have done that. I'm going to do that on this one. So we're going to do the opposite direction. We're going to mirror this box over here. Oh, I love that curve so much better. Oh, that's so nice. All right. Then, these bottom ones, we're going to... I'm just thinking, actually, we're still doing a curved line, same direction as this, but we're curving in the opposite direction. Boy, can I just make something confusing or what? Like so. And then this one, this box, last box that we're going to do, is going to mirror this one. So I'm going to turn the tile so it's comfortable for me. And there we have it. I like just literally realized that. I'm going, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, it's the same 2 corners in those boxes, and we are just changing the way the curve goes. All right, easy enough. You know, it's easier than me explaining it. Sometimes I think I should just not just say, oh, just watch, not say anything. No, but hey, where's the fun in that, right? Now, drawing a straight line. In the upper box, I just start doing things and I'm not saying anything. All right, so in the upper left of this upper left box. We're going to draw a straight line, but we're stopping at the curve line. What I like to do with this is, so I've started here, I kind of have my eyeballs to here, so I'm aiming for that, but then I'm picking up the pen as soon as it comes to that line. Same thing in this box, from that upper right corner. And there we go. Now, in the bottom ones, we'll go, and I'm going to I'm turning my tile just so it's more comfortable. All right. Then we're going from the bottom. I gotta flip it back this way. You know what? And it's the same thing. So, here's this line. We're continuing it here. So if I'm looking at it this way, we're going from the opposite corner of this. I mean, just like if we were to overlay these boxes is what that's where my bind is going. Like so. And then turning the tile. Same thing on the other one. Aiming for that opposite corner. Like so. All right. I swear to goodness, sometimes, yeah, if I would just... sometimes. And I hope that y'all are laughing with me because I think it's really funny. Sometimes explaining it is worse than just doing it. But I also know, and I know this just because of it helps me. Sometimes I need to hear an explanation through something so that way I can understand how we're doing it. All right. So then after this is essentially you can decorate. And so I put one example, and I will put a link, of course, to my step out, as well as a link to the tanglepatterns.com entry for this. That way you can also see, I don't remember, let me just look here as I have it up. No, she didn't really have a variation on this. But I'll put it up there anyway, just for your information. All right, so to decorate this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to follow her lead. And so what she did, which it's one of those great decorating ideas, decorating tips for Zentangle. I'm going to aura this section here. And then at the end of this, I do have some extra decorating tips for this to get the most out of this tangle. Or at least so it makes sense. Because now we have like 3 quadrants in each section, but the quadrants go together. And that's what I want to share. All right. So then I'm going to turn the tile, and because I kind of want these to line up just because I want them to. So I'm going to put my pen here to start my aura, and just working slowly and kind of thinking about the hollow bow technique, right? So I'm going across here with my eyeball so that way I can start it at least in close to the same area, like that. Then, so these top curved quadrants, I'm going to do the same thing with the curved lines. Oops, that didn't quite meet. And then, so I'm going to start here. So kind of same idea. I'm looking here, looking to where this ends, going down into this quadrant here, and then that's where I'm starting my aura. Being careful to kind of follow that same curve and just not go fast. There we go. Because if we can slow down, I know for me it helps. See, look at all these lines not quite meeting up, and then you can see where the pen has been picked up. All right, now I'm going to turn my tile this way. Same notion. So right here, so I will start my aura here. And as long as you work to keep that same distance, then you're pretty okay. It's just, for me, because I'm wanting to have this kind of look continuous, I want to have the auras kind of start on the other side of this, the double line that we first drew. And, if they don't, that's okay too. I mean, that it all ends up being a really, really cool pattern. And then, and things get lost in that. All right. So I think you can start to see it's kind of 3 patterns. If you had done the boomerang tangle, so I'm going to shade in or fill in these 2 quadrants. this made me really think about the boomerangs tangle, and I know I have a video of it, and I think it came kind of with 2 ideas for or variations on ways, to do the tangle, and then I think we added like 2 or 3 more from playing with it. But the pattern kind of emerges, like a pattern within the pattern emerges depending on how you decorate it. And so while at first, I just saw, I see these 3 sections within each of the, within each box within the grid, then as I looked further, or as I was doing the tangle, so I was like, I saw the finished product, of course, because we all see that. That's why we go, oh, that looks cool. I think I want to give that a try. But then in doing it, it's like, oh, okay, well, I have these quadrants. How did they get to that part? And then you look the next, to the next step, and you're like, oh, I see. Now, down here, I'm going to do these 2 sections filled in. And because it won't take me but a minute, I will make you suffer. Sorry. Through watching me fill these in. No, you can fast forward. You can. The fun of technology. All right, one more section, and you can see the kind of the pattern that's emerging. So we have this. Makes me think of Charlie Brown's shirt with those V's, the zigzag, or what's it called? It's on the tip of my brain. In sewing, it's kind of a thing you add on with the zigzag pattern. But because this is black and white, it makes me think of Charlie Brown's shirt. All right, and here's something else that we could do, which I did not put this in the step out, but I kind of feel like I want to. So why not add, and of course you could do these with colors, and I'm just scribbling some graphite. I'm going to smooth it out. So if you're just going to smooth it out, you don't have to like worry about filling it all in, because as we use the tortillon, it just smooths it all out. And I'm working to, of course, stay away from this and the side, because I don't want it to go in there at all. So it's like, while we're using the graphite, this becomes a color. This becomes gray instead of shading, and it's kind of neat. And you could, of course, find some different ways to shade it. This is one of those that's kind of neat, just as it is with the color. But you can always find ways to shade. And there we go. So that's just kind of neat. So you see, we have this. What if you were to have this in a larger grid? You would have that zigzag going both in the black and in what I have gray now, and then you have this neat kind of a curvy V pattern that would also continue. So it's a really, really neat tangle in that respect. So we kind of have some curvies and some straight lines, and it's just really, really cool. So I am happy to have shared this with you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like it. And if you did, or if like the video, thumbs up are greatly appreciated. And if you liked it enough to see more, feel free to hit the subscription button. And if you do that, make sure to hit the notification bell, so that way you decide how you want to be notified of new videos, or if you do it all. I know I like to, I subscribe to a number of channels, and but I don't like it to pop up on my phone necessarily, or on email or anything. I just like to be able to go to YouTube and see what's new, and those pop up in when you look at your subscription. So just some little subscription tips. And with that, again, the description box has all the information. And with that, I wish you happy tangling.